I hope everyone's doing well. I hope they're having a great week. I took like a 2 week break or something like that, whatever. But yeah, I'm back. I'm back, everyone. But let's get into the disclaimer and then let's get into the video because it seems as if Phaedra is trying to have a return, and then it seems as if Candy is saying she's not going to return. And it may be because they want Phaedra back. Maybe. We'll see. Let's get into the disclaimer. So thanks for tuning in to Let's Talk About It Media 21. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and please share if you care. What are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about what's on Instagram, what's on Twitter, what's going on in the news around the world. Copyright disclaimer: under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is use permitted by a copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. All comments are alleged, in our opinion, and for entertainment purposes only. And don't forget, the Cash App is Let's Talk About It Media. And have a great day. Stay positive, stay focused. Okay, so everyone, it looks as if, and when I say it looks as if they're stating that Phaedra may come back. Now, if that's true or not, I don't know. Let's see. Let me see if this will update. But yeah, they're making allegations that they may try and bring Phaedra back, and they're saying, let's see, Phaedra Parks negotiating her return to RHOA. Now we understand why she may be negotiating her return is because there's so much going on in regards to the show, in regards to Porsha and Simon, in regards to Kenya. There's so much going on. And the season hasn't even started. The season hasn't even started. And they're having an issue with it starting. Let me see. Yeah. And the biggest thing is many people are saying that they're not surprised that Bravo may be seeking out Phaedra to help save the season, help save the show, because they haven't been off to a great start. They haven't been off to a great start. They haven't been off to a good start. They just have not been off to a good start. You got Porsha going through divorce with Simon. You have this Kenya situation that people are talking about. Let me see. Should I remove that? I have to remove you to continue. Yeah, and so much is going on, and it's kind of like there's so much going on with Porsha, Simon, there's so much going on with Kenya, and many people are so concerned. Let me see. So I don't know. My biggest thing is we also see that Andy has a lot going on. We also see that Andy has a lot going on. And I'm doing stuff behind the scenes, y'all. So just give me a second. But yeah, there's just so much going on in regards to Bravo issues, Bravo concerns, the cast, them rebooting because of, possible high salaries. If Phaedra comes back, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. But it's just interesting of everything that's going on. All right, that's not going to work. All right. But yeah, I mean, if Phaedra come back, good for her. But it's everybody keeps saying, well, if Phaedra come back, that means Candy probably will never want to come back. And that's being reported. It's being reported, okay, and thanks for watching the show. It's being reported that Phaedra Parks is negotiating her return to the Real Housewives of Atlanta to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. The biggest hang up over the contracts is with Married to Medicine. As we know, she's on Married to Medicine right now. And with everything that's going on, Real Housewives of Atlanta need assistance. They need assistance. They need somebody big to come in and clean up. So is it that she can't do 2 shows? Married to Medicine is still Bravo. So why is it that she can't do 2 shows? I don't understand that. You have many people that do different shows. And Bravo have the women, the older women, doing the girls trip. So why is it that she can't do both shows? Mm-hmm. Let me see something else. Hold on 1 second. See if I can pull it up this way. But yeah, I mean, if they're saying that they're trying to bring Phaedra back, why is it a conflict with Married to Medicine if since Bravo owns it? Now, if they do that, it's being reported that Candy may not be happy about that. Everybody was talking about Candy and her voice and when she was off singing, but I'm gonna also get to the clip where they're basically saying that Candy may not be happy if Phaedra come back. And then Candy may mention that she never wants to come back. I'm not gonna play the clip of her singing. I'm not gonna do that. Everyone has seen it. Everyone has heard it. You know, she's on tour with her group. She's trying to hit those notes. It is what it is. You already know I'm not a big fan of Candy because Candy has had so many situations and she's trying to change the subject about what she's done on reality TV. Then Candy talks about her relationship with Jermaine Dupri and someone stealing her diary. So she's trying to, this is the other thing. Candy's funny. She's trying to change the narrative about her sleeping with Jermaine and trying to blame somebody for stealing her diary and trying to spill Tiny's tea too. Hello. Bravo taught her well. But for some of us, we're not fooled. We're not fooled because that's been hanging over her head. Her having a situationship with Jermaine. So now you're talking about your situationship with Jermaine. You're trying to spill the tea on Tiny. So that brings in a situationship with her family and her husband. But Candy don't care. She's putting it on her diary was stolen. But you're not focusing on the relationships that you were having, whether they were supposed to be having or not supposed to be having. Candy's good at trying to change the narrative. She wants to change the narrative about people speaking about her singing. So then she comes up and she's on this place talking about back in the day. But she's talking about her group, but the whole group is not there. This is what they teach these women. Change the narrative, change the subject. Let's change. And let's focus on me having a diary. Somebody stole it, and my private stuff was in it. People are not fooled. Wake up, people. Bravo teaches these girls to do stuff for clickbait, period. They teach them to do stuff for clickbait. And that's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is. So she did a whole series. I'm trying to think of what show she's on. She's doing an interview. Okay. It's let's see. Let's see. She's on TV1 doing an interview, and she's bringing up old stuff we already knew about, or old stuff that was out there, or the old allegations, old tea. Now, is basically saying, and Candy Burris says she has no intentions on returning to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Good. She shouldn't be. She shouldn't be. There were so many concerns of what she put out there and the situation she put women in. She should not be. She should not be. She's talking about Kenya. She's mentioning Kenya. Her dungeon stuff, putting stuff in people's undergarments. They probably did a side investigation on her, and she's not mentioning. She's trying to change the narrative. That's what I think happened. People should have been complaining about what she put people through. There should have never been a time that Candy was putting things in people's undergarments. Period. She should have never been able to do that. Put something in people's undergarments for somebody else to buzz. No, she should not be returning. But instead of telling the truth that they probably did a slight investigation, that people were uncomfortable, and that's why she's not returning, and people probably complained behind the scenes, and it became a little too racy. Because what was happening with Porsha, Candy, and Phaedra never should have happened. Another situation in regards to producers putting them in a bad situation. Never should have happened. Never should have happened. So I question a lot of stuff in regards to producers. What they're putting out, what they're allowing, what they're putting these girls through, how they're portraying them, what's happening behind the scenes, all in itself so concerning. So concerning. Yes, it is. Concerning to me. So I'm not surprised that she's not going to be returning. They probably, if they didn't do a side investigation, Candy was one of their favorites, and they allowed her to do a lot of things. Now, if you go on a regular job, what Candy was putting women through, what women were putting themselves through, being Candy's friend, some of the stuff was unacceptable. I'm going to make the picture a little brighter. Some of the stuff was unacceptable when you think about it. But why aren't people talking about that? Even though it's a reality show, what was being put out on television was a little too much. And it was a lot for even clients to see and watch. And some of that stuff was triggering. And some of that stuff was a little too much. So they needed to do a shift. They needed to do a change, because any of those people could have said, this made me feel uncomfortable and it's not okay. Any of those women could have actually filed a lawsuit against Bravo in regards to Candy wanting to put things in people undergarments. Real talk. I don't understand why people aren't talking about that. Y'all know I'm not here for Candy. Sorry. Y'all know I'm not here for Kenya. Y'all know I'm not here for Porsha. How Porsha acts, how Porsha treats people, how Porsha loves to do what she did. Look at the last 4 episodes in regards to Porsha Family Matters. Look at what Candy was wanting people to do around her, by her, near her. So when we talk Hollywood, Hollyweird, it's a part of it. Because you want people to be like-minded like you. So if you want to kind of hang out, you're kind of grooming them to do the things you like. Why aren't people talking about that? What goes on in Atlanta It's concerning how people act. It's concerning. And it's a little too much. It's a little too much. So that's why she's doing the interviews. That's why she's talking about Kenya, because she doesn't want people to really look at what she's done and what she did on the seasons herself. Real talk. She did the TV One thing to change the narrative because people were talking about, what are you talking about, Candy? You support what Kenya might have been alleged talked about, but then there's no pictures. People don't have pictures of her alleged doing that. But then it's being reported Kenya's not fired. Producers didn't make a statement. So these women are not painted in a good light. What happened shouldn't have happened. What transpired shouldn't have transpired. Period. Period. What happened with Kenya, her name should not even be attached to that. If that's what the producers wanted, Kenya should have said no. When Candy did her episode wanting to put things in people's undergarment, people on the staff and, the cast should have said no. Bravo has gone too far. Period. Andy's had his own concerns. Period. I told y'all, I don't like how they portray these women. They're signing these contracts. They have to be able to say no. But these women like to do stuff for clickbait. They like the attention. The more problematic, the bigger the bag. I told y'all, it's like a shut up and dance. I told y'all, Bravo love, if you have if you're possibly going through a divorce, if you're close to going through divorce. Bravo loves if you have problems with popos. Bravo loves if you can't get along with people. Bravo love if you act high school like. Bravo loves if you're problematic. Bravo loves all that stuff. Bravo loves all that stuff. But Bravo producers don't turn the cameras on themselves. Let's see what the Bravo producers do. Let's see what their home life is like. But they're not going to do that. So these women need to stand up and speak out. But they're not. They're chasing that bag. And it seems like they're not worried about their image. It seems like they're not worried about, what people think about their family. It's almost like they don't care about their children and how they're portrayed. But it is what it is. I just wanted to do a quick video on this. Candy Burr says she has no intentions on returning to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. She did an interview, but I'm not going to play the clip. And she did this TV One thing. Go over, see that. I think she did that because people were shading her about supporting Kenya. People were shading her about what her seasons were like. She's trying to change the narrative. Many people are not stupid. And she's getting called out for her singing. So she had to do something different. She had to go on TV One and change the narrative. Because people are saying, should they support the show? Not support the show. And then people are saying Candy may not want to return because Phaedra may be returning. But there may be issues in regards to Phaedra returning because of the Married to Medicine contracts. We already know. Candy don't want to be there if Phaedra's there. And for many, many years, Bravo was on Candy's side. And Bravo might have been on Candy's side because maybe Candy said, I won't sue you guys. Alleged. I don't know. I wasn't there. But maybe Bravo said, and Candy said, I won't sue you if you allow me to have my own shows and you don't bring Phaedra back. And now Candy's gone and Phaedra's trying to come back. But what happened in regards to Porsha, Phaedra, and Candy never should have happened. It all goes back to producers and what the producers are allowing and what they should not allow. These women are putting themselves in a situation, yeah, they're getting the bag. But what about their image? What about their brands? And if they're not concerned about it, I guess we shouldn't be concerned about it either. Atlanta people are interesting. Atlanta people are interesting. And many people are celebrating and laughing at people's downfall. It's weird and cringy to me. It's weird and cringy to me. I'll never understand it. So we're just conversating. But I just wanted to do a quick video in regards to Phaedra, in regards to Candy, And in regards to Candy saying she won't be returning and that they're trying to get Phaedra to return. And they say Porsha and Phaedra are freaking frack or whatever the name is. I don't understand why people are outraged of how they're portraying these women. I don't understand how, as a culture, people are not upset of how they're making these women look. It's different if Bravo producers turn the cameras on themselves, but they're not. It's almost like a shut up and dance. I don't watch the shows. Y'all know that. I'll be honest. But I watch enough clips to know what's going on. I watch enough clips to know if people are having concerns. I watch enough clips to know that Bravo loves to make money. And these women are putting these producers and this network in big houses. They're sending their kids to school. The producers' families aren't affected at all. The producers' families are not affected at all. But these women's images are. Their brands are. These women need to be very careful what they put themselves into, what they involve themselves into. And even though these producers want you to produce certain things for clicks and views, these women need to stand up and say no, no more. But well wishes. I thank everyone for being here. I just wanted to do a quick video. I've been gone for about a week or two, probably 2 weeks. Having a good old time, good old vacation. And sometimes you just want a break and not talk about reality TV, reality stars. There's so much going on YouTube. There's so much weird stuff going on. I ain't got time for none of that. I like positive stuff. I like focusing on positive stuff. Hi, everyone. You're just not coming in. Please like the video. There's 11 people in the room. Please like the video. We're talking about Phaedra Parks is negotiating her return to Real Housewives of Atlanta. The biggest hangup is in regards to her Married to Medicine contract. Well, if that's a part of Bravo, why is that a big hangup? Why can't she do both shows? Is it in her contract she can't do 2 shows at once? And if that is a concern, I think many of the women should maybe make that a part of their contract, that you could do any show that you want to do, and it should never be conflicting. I don't know. Not legal advice, not contract advice, we're just talking. Do you guys want Phaedra to come back? Did you see that Candy had said she's not going to be returning? People have been talking about Candy and her singing. Candy went on to TV One, did an interview. Many people feel she's just trying to change the narrative. Y'all know Candy's not one of my favorites. Sorry. Porsha's not one of my favorites. Sorry. Phaedra's not one of my favorites. Sorry. Yeah, Candy's saying has no intention on returning. We understand why. She's not going to return because Phaedra's talking about returning. So Candy's on there, and I guess this was older. Candy's talking. Tiny's like, Candy makes it all about her. We're supposed to talk about Kenya. Candy's talk about Kenya. We're supposed to talk about Candy and her singing. And it's kind of like Tiny just sits back and is like, yeah, yeah, yeah. So she's talking about not returning. We understand why. Because you put Bravo. These Bravo producers are a trip. Sorry, y'all. It is what it is. So are y'all here for it? Do y'all want Phaedra to come back now that Candy's gone? It's almost like Bravo is seeking Phaedra because there's so many concerns. And Candy's like, okay, if y'all gonna do that, if y'all seeking Phaedra, I'm not coming back. I won't make a return. Candy couldn't hold her own shows. So they love giving these women their own episodes and break off shows, but then those shows don't last. Porsha's show didn't last. It didn't last. So well wishes. I'm about to take care of some business, go get the family or make some breakfast, go get breakfast. I got stuff I got to do. So y'all let me know. Are y'all here for, like the video, you guys, please. For the replay game, like the video. Like I mentioned, my channel hit 1 million views. So people are watching. I'm trying to get to 50,000 subscribers in the next 4 months. I'm trying to get to 50,000 subscribers in the next 4 months. So like the video, share the video, turn on your notification bells. And I hope everyone has a great day. Focus on healthy, safe relationships. There's 9 people in the room. Please like the video, please. Thank you. I hope everyone has a great day. Focus on healthy, safe relationships. Be around people that's loving, kind, and respectful. Everyone, have a great day. Goodbye. And well wishes to Bravo. People may not tune in. It's interesting that Bravo does not turn those cameras on themselves. And at some point, we will see when these women get older, they'll say they regretted this, they regretted doing XYZ, they regretted not speaking up, they regretted having these producers in their ears and what they allowed themselves to do. When they get older, they'll probably say that. But goodbye. Have a great day, everyone. Focus on healthy, safe relationships. Be around people that's loving, kind, and respectful. Have a great day. Goodbye.